Hello and welcome to episode 53 of the Buxton Barrow Man, and welcome to the Cavendish Golf Course, which this year are celebrating their 100th birthday.
And if we travel back in time just over 100 years, Buxton was a blossoming tourist town, home to countless hotels, many spas, and already had a golf course. But one wasn't enough. The pre-existing course, the High Peak, is on Fairfield Common to the east of the town, so it only made sense, if you were to build a new one, to put it on the west side. Not far away from the gigantic Empire Hotel sat some fairly vacant land off of Gladley Lane. The site at the time had a winding brook as well as the River Wye, a rather large horseshoe plantation and a small farm track. The site was already rather picturesque, which was perfect, and the only thing that had to be demolished to make way for the course, well, it's something rather interesting.
If you know Buxton well enough, you know it snows up here rather often. Even when it could be blue skies in Macclesfield, we could be snowed in. But for well over 100 years, when Buxtonians have been snowed in, it's been a great excuse to get out and about and go sledding. And right behind me on the fairway is what once was an official toboggan run. Hey, Buxton.
It was set up during World War I by the many Canadian troops who called Buxton home as they were hospitalised in the Granville Military Hospital. It was nicknamed the Cresta Run after the famous Cresta Run in Switzerland, and I'm sure they're just as good as each other. But after having a little dig on the internet, tobogganing, sledding, that kind of sport was popular back then, and well, it still is today, but to find an official track on a map, well, we don't normally have the weather for it in the UK, and so I couldn't find anything as old as Buxton's.
So what I'm currently looking at could have been Britain's oldest toboggan run. Or I could just be talking out of my ass. As of 1923, the 9th Duke of Devonshire commissioned Dr. Alistair Mackenzie to design and build a new 18-hole course on a piece of land that was owned by the Devonshire estate. Dr. Mackenzie is still one of the most famous golf architects in history, and the Cavendish, his 45th course, still ranks highly in England's top 100. And it was his last full course that he designed here in England before his relocation to California, and is regarded as one of the inspirations for Augusta, one of the most celebrated golf courses in the world. The course is 5,721 yards long and has a par of 68. Although I'm not entirely sure if that's high or low, depending on the course. I don't really know much about golf. Sorry, Grandad. The course is quite short by modern standards, but it still poses quite a challenge due to Buxton's geography, with a 90-metre elevation difference throughout. The current course record stands at 61, a 7 under par.
The Cavendish was bought off the 11th Duke of Devonshire in 1955 by the club members, and as you can see, it's still running very well today. And if someone who played the course 100 years ago put it today, they'd have no trouble playing. There's been very few changes over the years, and it mainly remains the same. And it's amazing to see the course going strong into their centenary year, and there is a few changes this year to celebrate it.
So I hope you've enjoyed this little look at the course's history. A big thank you for you watching, a bigger thank you for all my supporters on Ko-fi, and until next time, ta-ra.